in here besides me remember when you were off the path of blessing? And I don't know what God took you through to get you saved, but whatever he took you through, it was God intervening in your process so that he could get you back on purpose. And so God said, I wanted you in the earth because I was going to use you to bless others, but I first got to bless you. Let's look at Luke chapter 19, verse number 9. Luke chapter 19, verse number 9. See, I got a lot of stuff going on today. And so I'm making an announcement to the devil. See, when I get this pulpit, I'm pushing back. And whether y'all want to help me push or not, I'm pushing. Because I'm letting the devil know that see, when I stand in my gift, I put my foot on his head. That's how you got to learn how to mount up in all that God called you to do. When the devil tell you you can't mount today, tell him, watch me. Watch me stand. Y'all got Luke 19:9, because like I said, this ain't going to be long. I feel it. Oh, I feel it. I feel sorry for that second service. My God, help everybody. Luke 19:9 says this, and Jesus said unto him, now this is an important story. Zacchaeus, the Bible calls Zacchaeus a publican, and it says he's rich. This is in the first part of chapter 19. Now you have to understand about this man. Zacchaeus is ripping people off as they did in that day to make his money. And Zacchaeus has there's something about these publicans and tax collectors and rich people that were ripping people off in that day. They had principles. The first principle was you'll never catch them running. They wore garments and they carried themselves with such pronounced presence. The people hated them. But when they moved, everyone noticed them. But in chapter 19, something crazy happens. Zacchaeus hears about Jesus, and he's no longer walking like he's the stuff. He is running. They see him running through the city. But not only does the man run, he's short in stature, so they see him climbing a tree. Now, everybody who knew Zacchaeus up to this point said, wait a minute, wait. He's the man. He's the stuff. He got the money. The Bible called him rich. But when he heard that Jesus was coming, he climbs up a tree. And Jesus looks up at him and tells him, come on down. And listen to what Jesus said. He says, salvation is coming to your house. Now, wait a minute. The man is rich. He got position and popularity. But Jesus said, I know why you up there. Because with all that you got, you still sense something missing. And salvation is coming to your dinner table. And then he comes down from that, and Jesus said unto him, this day is salvation come to the house, for as much as also he is a son of Abraham. But here's the purpose. Read verse 10 with me. For the Son of Man is come to seek and to save that which was lost. Well, people preach that verse says to save those. But the verse doesn't say he came to save those. It says he came to save that. Because what was lost was the DNA blessing. What was lost was the divine order. See, he gonna let you and me go out and reach the sinners. But what he had to reach was what Adam let go of. See, Adam let the blessing go. Adam allowed the blessing to be unused. And Jesus is coming to the earth to restore the blessing back to sons of God. I say, I'm going to say this again. I know we want to know that Jesus came to save people, but the verse is not talking about people. He said, I came to save the order. I came to restore back to man this blessing. Let me tell you something. When you know you blessed, you can't be stopped. What am I saying to you today? The blessing is the intervention of God in your life. So here we have Adam. Adam got the blessing, falls. Jesus restores the blessing back to man, but only to those who believe, receive, and enter him. They have to come into relationship with Christ to walk in this blessing. And here's the way you and I get in. It's called God intervenes in our lives. See, I want you to understand something. God did you a favor. Look at Acts chapter 3. Acts chapter 3. Let me see if I can get y'all to y'all's grits. Acts chapter 3. Y'all can still get breakfast when you leave. Acts chapter 3. Now, I can't preach this message the same way in both services for sure today because it ain't going like these notes. Acts 3, verse number 26. Listen to this, what it says. It says, and unto you first God, having raised up his son Jesus, listen to this, sent him to bless you in turning away every one of you from his iniquity. He said, this is what's going to happen. He said, the word iniquity is a bend toward a particular thing. So it's not just God saying sin. He's saying, no, sin is the action. Iniquity is the desire. In other words, you have an interest toward a particular sin. That's iniquity. It's a bend. But look at what it says Jesus did. He said, he came to bless you in turning away every one of you from his iniquities. In the Amplified, the word iniquity is used as evil ways. See, the Bible said when a man's ways please the Lord. He said, look, I want you to understand that by virtue of your DNA down through generations, God knows your evil potential. So this is what he said I'm going to do. I'm going to intervene in your life. I'm going to come and mess with your path. Because you're headed down a path, all of us were, headed down a path where we could not please God. But this is what the Lord said he was coming to do. I'm going to turn you from this twisted path. I'm going to intervene in your life, just like he did Paul. Paul is out there killing the saints. But one day, the Bible said a light shined down from heaven in Acts 9, and it smote Paul, knocked him off his beast. He was blind for 3 days. Now, this is what people don't get. How is a blindness for 3 days a blessing? It's God intervening because I'm off the path of blessing. Is anybody in here besides me remember when you were off the path of blessing? And I don't know what God took you through to get you saved, but whatever he took you through, it was God intervening in your process so that he could get you back on purpose. And so God said, I wanted you in the earth because I was going to use you to bless others, but I first got to bless you. So I got to get what I said over Adam over your life. And the only way to get that thing over your life is that if I mess with you. And so God said, I couldn't let you do what you was trying to do. So I had to mess with you. And I had to mess with people around you. I had to mess with some stuff that you thought was going to work out a certain kind of way. I messed with them relationships because had I let you hook up with that person like you was trying to hook up, they'd have took you 10 years out the way. And so I let you catch them with somebody else because I had a plan and a purpose for your life. I let you fall in love, then I let you find out that they love somebody else so I could wound you. For Proverbs 27:6, for faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. God said, in order to get you where I was taking you, I intervened in your business and I had to hurt you. I didn't let things work out the way you wanted them to work out. Even when people was tricking you and deceiving you, God said, I was the one behind the scenes pulling the strings. Nobody did nothing to you that I didn't give permission, because all things got to work together in your life for good. I know who left you. I know who rejected you. I know who talked about you. I know who tried to hurt you. But I have never walked out of your life. I've been right there behind the scenes pulling the cords. And so what made you cry is going to bring glory to God one day. And that's why you might as well sit up here today and make up your mind that I got so many reasons to be thankful. God has intervened sometime, headed down the road, wasn't supposed to be on, and God let you get a flat tire, and you're sitting on the side of the road with a flat tire. Know you had a hookup plan, and God said that person was going to take you too far out the way, so I messed with your plans. I intervened with your business. I let you have blindness. I let you lose your job. I let you lose your apartment. You lost your house. And the reason why I wasn't trying to hurt you, I'm trying to bless you, but I can't bless you unless I can get you where I'm trying to put you. Look at somebody and tell them, God wants me blessed. God wants me blessed. Listen, he said, Abraham, listen, Abraham, I got to do something with you. You're out there with these idol worshipers, killing these kids, but I want to do something with you. He said, get away from your people. Get on out. I know it don't make sense. Get away from them, from your kindred, the nation. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bless you. He said, I'm going to make your name great. I'm going to bless them that bless you and curse them that curse you. And in thee shall all the families of the earth be blessed. But look at what it cost him to get on the path. He had to leave deep relationships. He had to walk away from stuff that he was familiar with. Oh, has anybody ever had God tell you to leave the land of familiarity because I'm going to show you something as you go? God won't give me everything where I'm at. Some things I've got to walk away from what I'm used to before God will give me what he promised me. And so God says the blessing is my plan for you. My plan. And Jesus came to restore. So when intervention happens in my life, it's the first phase of receiving the blessing. God wants to take care of us, but he doesn't want us in the way of it. Is anybody here besides me know you've been in God's way? Is anybody in here besides me know that's what's between your ears gets in God's way sometime every week? And God says, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to keep sending you the blessing. Because if I get you to believe my plan for you, you'll let your plan go. Oh. Because what we rarely do is trust anybody with ourselves. We want everybody to trust us. But God says, when are you going to trust me with you? When are you going to trust that I got wisdom in abundance